Terrorblade, but I mean, you're fighting against a PMS Centaur Warrunner. He's just right-clicking you in the face. He doesn't care. There's nothing that he would ever care about your solo Terrorblade. So he's more than fine. I'm not sure why he didn't level up his passive. If he had returned that, that would have been a lot more painful, but he went for the stomp. Mid lane again. Roll comes in. This Shadow Fiend may be a little bit in trouble. He takes a lot of damage here. He's being slowed down. Do they get the kill? One more hit from the TA is enough. Oh, and he gets the first blood. Ramz will bring down the Shadow Fiend.
There's nothing more mysterious until it...
Kill, though reflection comes out from the Terrorblade. It's not going to be nearly enough, as Hana will easily survive. The Shadow Fiend is not so lucky though. The Earthbird picked up a haste rune and, well, dead SF.
What have we here? That should help.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This gets popped again. The Centaur may be a little bit in trouble. They do have a lift available from the Rubik, but he's too far away to get the lift off. So the Metamorphosis is only going to be for farming purposes. They do rotate the Earthbird down here as well now. Snowball comes down. The important thing is trying, right, guys? They do have an ancient stack being made as well. That is a triple stack, so there's a lot of fun for the TA to take in the jungle. A lot of fun for him to take and clear and enjoy. The Darkseid as well has a couple of stacks in the jungle left for him, and he will continue farming himself. He's working towards a Helm of the Dominator. It's kind of a like 50-50 item on Darkseid. Sometimes people get helms, sometimes they don't. But it's a good item. You can get an Iron Shield keep up and running. Oh, the Terrorblade gets level 6, goes for a Thunder on the Tusk. The Tusk gets taken down. Too greedy. Now the Centaur gets lifted up into the air. They have another Fate Bolt in 8 seconds, but because you need that Thunder available. Like, if you get jumped, if you suddenly drop down to low HP, that Thunder can always win the early team fights. So it's important. Top lane, Darkseid gets rooted, gets done by the Wraith King. Snowballs comes out from the Tusk as well, and, well, like I said, Magnetize available. We can't go forward. He goes for the Magnetize. He stops them from using their spells, as the CM will be denied instantly. Now the Earthbird continues putting down stones. He needs to spread that pain further and further. The Centaur's very low. One more stone, and that is going to be a dead Centaur as well. The Thunder came out from the Terror. The Shadow Fiend will be taking down 4 people dead on the side of CG, as they only lost a Rubik, and that so early. He even had an urn on him, so he got a couple of urn shots off as well. So Earthbird, man, winning the fight easily for his team, and now the CM is going to be in trouble. He TPs to the shrine. He does have that shrine heal available. The Earthbird may be able to force that. Oh, they actually stopped the TP. The Tusk TP'd in, I believe, but he stopped the TP from being used. And now the CM will definitely be taken down. He doesn't want to use the shrine as well. He knows he's dead regardless, so using the shrine or not doesn't matter. Unavailable, can't get it off because it's going off. Oh, so close to get it off again, but this time he's going to be the one dropping down, as they rotated all 5 heroes down here on the side of CG. They did not want to be Sunder turnaround killed again, and they killed the Terrorblade, they killed the Rubik. So 2 nice kills to that side. They can now push the tower. Maybe just a tower trade, but I mean, Earthbird plus Darkseid, they don't really do too much damage to buildings, so it looks like they will just lose the bottom. To keep this guy safe, he could be jumped and killed, but in the meantime, the Centaur gets found and killed. Let's see the Terrorblade. Maybe he gets jumped. There's a Sigil in position. The Snowball boy is ready to go. The Wraith King moves in. He does have a stun available. They stack the stuns a little bit. Root comes out as well, but here comes the Earthbird. The Thunder comes out. The CM is going to be in trouble. He gets taken down. The Wraith King will drop as well. The Tusk drops on the back lines, and the Wraith King dies. They didn't have his ultimate available just yet again, and that is 4 dead on side of CG. Repeat of what happened in the disaster fight bottom. As the Magnetize, I mean, didn't do that much damage this time, but it did enough. He still did the most damage. Like, we've had a TA versus Shadow Fiend matchup all 3 games, and all 3 games it felt like the TA did a lot. Pretty much just destroyed the game. And the Shadow Fiend didn't do anything. Like, that's the feeling I've had all 3 games. So, I mean, maybe I'm a little bit surprised that we've still seen the Shadow Fiend. They may get more. Wraith King tries to get a kill on the Terrorblade, but he's taking a lot of damage himself. Not enough to actually kill the Wraith King though, as he will on the toggle his way through this. He will back up. He will go on the Terrorblade. The Terrorblade dies. It's TA. Not if the stick would have mattered though. That shard block was very nicely put. The Earthbird in the top lane will be killed as well by the Earthbird as well as the Centaur. So 2 dead on the side of it. Not good enough though. The Wraith King will focus on Roshan. So goddamn low. Finish it, boys. And CG. They will finish Roshan. The Shadow Fiend will snatch it. The TA did get the last hit on Roche, but they lost the Aegis. Now the TA will be taking down EVOS. They will lose their main carry. The Shadow Fiend will lose the Aegis. Wraithking in the meantime goes in, tries to get a jump on the Terrible. They buy back the TA, but this does not look good. Sunder does it come out from the Terrible. He needs to get a good Sunder off. No one is available though. He tried to get a Sunder on the Shadow Fiend. Didn't happen. Here comes the Earthsplit in with a Magnetize, but he's alone for now. The TA follows up with him. The Centaur will be taken down, but the Earthsplit is already dead. And the TA, he bought back for this. The Terrorblade still alive, but looks like he will die though.
Wow, you hit hard.
Alright, unfortunate, but the wall illusions are strong on this one. They did get a double kill with Ramz's TE after buying back, but that was still a buyback. I mean, I'm sure that's... I can't really imagine that being worth it, because the TA... I remember.
Dire's structures are
So
fortified.
there's not no reason to not try
Dire's
and fight.
bottom tower is
The
under
T1 tower on the
attack.
top lane will be taken down by EVOS. By
Dire's
CG in the
bottom
meantime.
tower has fallen.
EVOS in the bottom lane, they take down the tier 2 tower. They're
Radiant's
fighting up
top
against that
tower is
Terrorblade. This Terrorblade, does he have enough damage? Oh, the double edge! Oh, Hana, man, he's just fighting until the end, and he gets that kill on the Terrorblade. The EA will drop down the Swallow. Vacuum wall comes out to that Magnetize. That's a lot of damage done from EVOS. The Shadow Fiend, the Centaur, they're both dropping. The Wraith King is still alive. He goes for stun onto the Dark Team. May be able to control him. Armlet Talk. Oh, barely making it that earn. I can be careful. You need to be very careful. They do see the Dark Team. They go on him. They get the stun off. The Wraith King will pop. That's another reincarnate though, as the reincarnate was off cooldown. He will go on further. Your Spirit will roll himself away 4 for 4 in the
Dire's
end by
middle
the
tower
looks.
is under attack.
Alright, that was a lot of damage again being done by the Earth. Look at that damage from the Earth to kill him with that double edge. So, you know, calculations were made by Hana for sure. Earth Spirit, edge jump, Stampede comes out. They can run him down. They get that stun with the Wraith King, and they should be able to get the kill on the Earth Spirit. He will be kicked away on the Wraith King, but it's not good enough. The Earth Spirit is still dead. 60 seconds without Earth in danger. He tries to get out, but that vision of him, they root him up the Terrible. He knows he's in danger. He tries to use his TP already, and he is slowly going to die here. They go in, stun comes out, and yeah, well, death and destruction.
You die so that others may cheer.
The Terrible knows there's ward on that. Alright, let's see bottom area. They see the Rubik go for a little ward. They jump in. Stampede gets stolen and used by the Rubik, but I mean, it doesn't really do anything. Does not do anything. He dies anyways. The TA is now pushing the high ground. Vacuum wall comes out into the Rec Room. Let's see the Rec Room. Good enough to clear the illusions off that wall from the Darks here, but the Shadow Fiend will die regardless. The Darks will die in the backlines. Tusk drops down on side of CG. 2 for 3 so far. Reincarnation comes out by the Wraith King. He continues fighting against the TA. The TA looks like he's very much in danger. He will be killed. 5 dead. But he's too late to the party. Yes, Roshan will drop down in a second. Second Aegis goes to the side of CG. They pick it up on the Wraith King, so he needs to be the initiator. He needs to go in and take some fights. The Earthsplit will be jumped on. They need to control this guy. They will try and bring him down. They will try and burn him. They will get the passes BKB. He will be alive for the moment. They could try and turn this around. Looks like the Shadow Fiend is going to be in trouble. Oh, evasion, evasion. No more evasion, as the Shadow Fiend will die. 80 seconds without the Shadow Fiend. Controlling 2 of them. They have the Stampede available. They go for the Stampede. Wall comes out from the dark side. The snowball saves them though. Let's see, the Wraith King is still going to be alive. He continues fighting up against the Terror. Stuns him up. Tries to bring him down. Not going to burn him down quick enough. The stun has already been used though. The Wraith King respawns. Goes in aggressively. 2 seconds to go for the next stun. He's stunned up though. Tries to go for TP out on the Terror, but no. CM blinking available. The Wraith King will lose his first life. Refresh out comes out from the Centaur. They have that Stampede available. Try to go for a stomp on the TA, but the TA kills the CM before he even got the Ghost stepped off. He did not react in time there by the looks. Actually, they get the Ghost stepped off, but he died either way. And now they will back themselves up. They use that Reincarnate off the Wraith King. Back up in 14 seconds when he has the next Reincarnate available. They have no Stampedes either. They need to keep this Wraith King alive. 8 seconds to go. Stuns up the TA. Will be fine for now. Tries to survive. Snowball can keep him safe. Looks like he has Reincarnate available again. He can continue fighting now, as he will just pop and he will Reincarnate. Tusk is already dead though in the back line, so they kill the Rubik with that Centaur. The Shadow Fiend is bashing the Terrible. The Terrible is taking a lot of damage. He does have a stun available in case of emergency. He will stun the Shadow Fiend. Will be fine for now. Metamorphosis is still available as well. He tries to fight a little bit in trouble. He will survive. Courtesy of the snowball save from the Tusk. He will now use his own Stampede. He does have a refresh up available for the next Stampede as well. In case of emergency, he will refresh out. He will use the next Stampede. He will go back in. He will stomp the TA. He will hit the Rubik. The Rubik dies. The TA is going to be very much in trouble. He will burn down as well as he gets killed. 2 people dead on the side of EVOS. Wraith King loses his reincarnate, but he's still fighting. The Terrorblade has already used his sun as well. They need to keep him alive. He will be searched. He will be put back in the base. Mega creeps on the side of CG, though GG gets called as they're still losing heroes. They cannot keep on fighting. The Terrorblade will be killed in front of his own base. And that is a CG victory. CG 2-1 against EVOS, boys.